How's it going, guys? Welcome to another video. So we're going to be going over the top three trades on Wall Street Bets this week. It's been pretty crazy. A lot of things have been happening in the market. So we're going to get right into it. The first one is this guy. As you can see, the market dropped today pretty heavily, but it did rebound very drastically. So this guy bought a ton of SPY calls. Let's take a look at the SPY and what happened to it. So the SPY opened up pretty far down, -2%. And then as we can see throughout the day, it did end up in the green, 2.63%. So a pretty drastic move going from all the way from $348 per share to highs of, let's see, 367. So like a $20 movement intraday. So some SPY calls definitely did print today. And this guy put about $25,000 into some SPY contracts expiring next week. The $360 strike. So his contracts were out of the money, but then SPY eventually increased, and now it is in the money. So this guy had a 300% return. Very, very fantastic return. That's a 4 times return on his money. Very, very risky, as we can see. That's a lot of money to be putting into some SPY calls right off of some bad news. So congratulations to this guy. Amazing gain. And let's get on to the next trade. So this guy, he only had $250 in his account, but he threw it all into some SPY calls as well. So he bought some SPY calls, $18 per contract. He bought 15 contracts, and he bought it for the very next day expiration date. That's very risky. That's one of the ways that you can easily lose money, is having a very short expiration date like this. But his gamble did end up paying off, and he had a nice return of $4,400, or a 1,600% return. So over 1,000% return is insane. And even though this is not a lot of money, it's only a $4,000 gain. He did end up having a huge percentage return, 1,600%. That's pretty great. And let's get on to the next trade. So this guy actually, he claims he made $400, turning it into almost $14,000. That's pretty crazy. And he was playing SPX. And if you're not familiar, some brokerages like Webull, Fidelity, they allow you to trade SPX, which is basically the SPY. That's the S&P 500 index. So you could trade that directly on some of these brokerages. That's what this guy did. And let's see what kind of trades he made. So he says he made a ton of these contracts. He sold 5 contracts at one time as SPX going up. Okay, so there's 5 images, as we can see on our screen. And all of these are totaling up to $13,000. So pretty crazy return, especially this one right here. 8,000% return. That's just insane. If you can, that's off of $100. So those contracts right there turned $100 into $7,300, which is just bonkers in my opinion. So keep in mind that a lot of these are gambles. They're very, very risky. So don't throw all your money into some contracts. If you do have some extra spending money, you can gamble a little bit, but don't expect to win. These are very low probability trades. But if you do end up winning, you could definitely make a lot of money. So these guys are making a lot of bets on some small contracts with a short expiration date. So those contracts are just very risky because they're very close to expiring worthless. So you definitely need a huge move, just like what SPY did today, in order to make a lot of money. So keep that in mind, and don't. And be careful, you guys. It's very risky in this market. Thanks for watching.